gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, tryna leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit, you think I'm playing. Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. But the hoes been tripping. Texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock. Let's catch a op so I can test the bitch. Glock gon' come with say.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Georgia, did you bring your ID? Trying to find your ID, huh? Because we're going to need nothing but adults in the chat. Only adults. Period. No trolls, no nothing, no adults. Or no children, Brandy. I mean, I meant to say. Never mind. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I did throw the link out there. You see what the title of the live stream is? Are you a hoe if you sleep on the first date? I need to know from everybody in the chat. Are you a hoe if you sleep on the first date? 1 second. There's T. Come on up, T. What up, T?
Oh, I'm not much. I'm making braised beef.
Braised beef?
Yeah.
Such the content for tonight. Such the content. Braised beef. Yeah.
Yeah. How's your day? How's your dinner?
Oh, it was good. It's been great. Day's been great. One day closer to punking Willie out.
I'm sorry. I think it's funny.
It's going to be hilarious.
Okay. Hope is funny. She said, "Gotta take that dick out for a test drive."
What? Gotta take out that dick for a test ride?
Hey, fact.
Hey, that's why I'm asking y'all. An adult, I promise. Okay, we're adults. Okay, I got a poll up, y'all. What's up, Ms. Z? What's up, Kimberly Harper? What's up, Kevin?
In general, no, not really. If you know what
Just
you
a
want,
session?
I don't feel like
Well, I mean,
you're a hoe if you have
you
sex
don't
on
feel
the
like you're a
first
hoe if
date.
you sleep on the first date.
Yeah.
Okay, here. I'm going to let the audience answer. I threw a poll up for everybody. Let me turn my camera off so nobody tells on me for smoking reefer. Life's too short. You don't want to be stuck to a dead body, a
I'm
dead
with
leg.
Hope. I'm with Hope. You gotta take that bitch for a spin.
Wouldn't that come on like the second date though?
I do think it also depends on what you do on the date.
Okay. Like, what do you mean? Like, do you think
Like,
that you're going to be able to get acquainted over a nice movie?
no,
And when you
not
get done
really.
with the
I
movie,
don't
you're going
think
to
the
fuck?
movie is the first date material.
Like, when
Um,
you get done with the movie, are you guys going to go back to your place and sleep together?
Not probably not, because I feel like I didn't talk to you that much.
I mean, that Jack wants to take people to the movies. That's his date.
Why?
That's
Because
place
you
is
just want to
free.
have a reason not to talk. That's what it sounds like.
I'm just
I
saying,
feel
like,
like
you can't
I
even
feel
talk. Yeah, you
like
got to take a place to talk, right?
yeah, like where y'all can like communicate. I feel like the movie is a good date if y'all already know each other. You
Right,
know,
right.
like you know what
So,
snacks I like. And I do like to talk through a good movie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm the type of person you think I'm not paying attention, but I pay attention to every detail.
but what I'm saying is, okay, check this out. Can someone take you to just dinner and fuck the
Yeah,
same night?
yeah. But
Yeah?
if we are drinking, depending
I
on
didn't
how
say, I
late this
said
date,
just dinner.
just dinner, yeah. Yeah, you can see. Yeah. If the
Okay,
conversation's
chat, keep
good,
going. I mean,
dinner
chat,
could be.
listen. All right, we're getting more people on the panel.
Yeah, dinner does allow you to engage. And I like you said
Dinner or
first
something
date,
else that
so
allows you to get. We not going back to my place or his neutral spot, but only if I want to. So you're not taking somebody back to your house the first night? You're going to take them to the motel? That's what I say too.
well, don't get me wrong, I kind of do understand where Kim coming from.
So that means you have to have been talking to someone and knowing them then. That ain't a first date then.
If you talk to somebody before the first, like if you have like good conversation before like the official first date, does that negate that it's a first date?
Does that negate fucking them?
'Cause, okay, like no, like what I'm saying is okay. So the person I'm with now, right? When we first met, we met at an event and we talked for a little bit, but we didn't have our first like official date till like a week later, and we was talking on the phone and stuff. But like, is that still like the first date?
I guess that would be a first date, but
Or
is
like,
that
is it
date
like the
enough to
first
fuck
date, the
them?
first time you meet in this person, like a blind date situation?
Uh,
Because I feel like those create different situations. Because to me, if you like talking to the
I'm
dude,
talking
like,
about the
well,
first time you meet
I-
someone in person.
I think you're confusing the term blind date for just like internet person.
no,
Like,
I'm saying, is this a situation where
is
you're
it?
talking to the person? Like, let's say you met them at the grocery store, you got their number, you talked to them for like a couple of days and didn't go on a date, or we
First
talking
date.
about a blind date, like
Yep, the first
you've
date.
never
First
met this
date.
person until you saw them.
The issue with the blind date theory that you have going there is a blind date is usually you haven't met the person, you don't know anything
Okay,
about them, you have to go on a date.
AP,
And
you
that's
just
still the first date.
AP,
Yeah.
hold up. You just talked over me when I just said, or this is that situation. So I kind of
What I'm
did
saying is both of them are still
differentiate.
the first date.
Yeah, it's still the first date.
Okay. Well, I think it depends because if it's the first time me ever meeting this person, I'm gonna be a little bit on guard at first. I'm not necessarily trying to bring you back home, but
Unless
then
you
if
got
we
that
already like
hammer.
really,
What if you look down and what if he happens to show up? What if you met him and he's wearing gray sweatpants and that thing is swinging?
Sir.
And it's swinging, and you're like, hold up, because I know
that thing that hangs.
I know I've seen a few women with nice ass.
AD,
Hold on,
what
I
if you
know
go
I've
on a
seen a
date
few.
you're not wearing a bra?
I'll be
Okay,
back.
like,
I'll be
I
back.
know I've seen a nice women with a nice few asses out there where I know how to fuck them right on the spot. So like, we don't even need a first date. So like, I'm asking you the same question.
Um,
That thing that hangs.
The first date is usually the first
Stop
day,
saying that,
right?
AP. You're ruining my train of thought.
Oh, with the big swinging sweatpants.
That would have been a
Yeah.
distraction.
I've
I
already
still
been.
probably would need to like at least know your name.
I
I've
know that
already.
much, but what I'm
I've
saying
already
is
been.
you're still going to carry on. I mean, as soon as you meet someone, of course, that's not the date, but like,
I
as
think
if
that
it
depends.
carries on longer than 2 or 3 hours, that's a date.
Well, what I'm saying is, I have seen guys where definitely, yeah, I would like, dude, like, you don't
Right on
even
the
gotta
spot.
say too. Please don't talk, because you're gonna ruin it for me, type of deal.
So does that make you a hoe?
No, because that's not across the board.
I've
What I'm
already been.
asking is, it's
I've
still
already
like
been.
first
I've already
ti-
been
like
warned by
if you
Sunshine
can
not to wear
fuck on
gray
first
sweatpants.
sight,
So.
does that make you a hoe?
No, if you know what you want, go get it.
But
But
in
take
society,
with consent.
what's
With
that going to make
consent,
you?
by the way.
But
What?
okay, so are we taking is the word hoe just a word that's just used as a derogatory word to make on somebody or slander someone?
I would
Yes.
There's
say
really no such thing as a hoe then, really?
I would say if you're fucking every other night a different person, you're a hoe.
But what if that's what you want?
But that's very subjective. I think being a
Yeah.
hoe
I
or
mean, if
not
it's
being a
what you
hoe is
want,
very
like T said, if that's
based
what I
on.
want,
If
I
you're
want to fuck
clapping, if
every
you're
look.
clapping bodies like every other day and
Every
it's a
night.
different person each
I have
time, I
to
don't.
come every night,
I
right?
think there's some
Every other
standards that need
night.
to be set a little bit.
Okay, so like if
Yeah,
I want to come every other night, why does it have to be the same person? That make me a hoe?
Because people have diseases, AD.
I know. We're
yeah,
going to get to that. That comes to the next question,
yeah.
okay? That comes to the next
I
question.
agree then.
That comes to the next question, y'all. What is the pros and cons of that? Like, what are the pros of it? What are the cons? We all know the
The
cons of
pros
it.
is
The
the pros is
diseases.
I think the pros is the fact that you have an understanding of what like what pleasure you want or how to pleasure you or how
I
to
had a
even
one
pleasure
night.
other people.
I had a one time encounter last 21 years now.
Oh
For
my
real.
God. You know what?
I'm serious.
I can't.
The first time I met this woman, I slept with her that night, and we haven't been apart for 21 fucking years.
Right,
that
Steven.
that is the same thing as Jay being like, oh yeah, I'm loyal to her, and Jay's out there. Fuck, it's the same, but it's different. It's not
There's a double
like
standard, you think?
Yeah.
it doesn't make you a hoe for knowing what you want and going after what you want, but it makes you a hoe at the same time for just slinging any dick in that hole.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm
It's
just
a double
knocking down
standard
any
for sure.
slut every other
If
night.
you don't have no self-discipline to kind of know, it makes you a hoe when you, I think what really makes
I
you a
think what
hoe
makes you a hoe
is
is
when
in
you
other
deviate
people's
your
eyes.
standards.
I
I
don't think
think
you're
it's
ever
when,
going to look at yourself as a hoe. I think it's everyone else that's going to look at you as the hoe.
no, I feel like people look at themselves as hoes, but I feel like what makes you officially a hoe, like in society, is when you seem to not have standards. I think that's the difference between you being, like let's say like something like a player in a sense, or just being a fucking hoe. Like if you fuck anything that walks, you a hoe. But if you fucking models or you have this certain type of standard of the women you want to be with and things like, I'm not saying they have to be models, I'm just saying in general, but
They do.
if
No, I'm just
they
kidding.
I'm saying there's a type
Gotta
of
We're all
be
way
at
that
grown
least a
you
adults in
7.
here.
go after, then that's not you being a hoe. That's
Yeah,
probably you being
that's
having a
called
type.
game. That's
But
called game.
yeah, yeah, you're being strategic. If you're
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking anything, then yeah, you're a hoe.
Okay, so what are the pros of it? Do you think that there's a stat like I there's a pro of it for me because like I've been with somebody for 21 years that I did. One night I slept with her and I kept going back. We kept seeing each other. We kept seeing each other. I had her pregnant the first 2 months. So that's a pro, right? What are the cons? You're gonna catch diseases. Sleeping on the first date. What pro can you think of for sleeping on the first date?
What pro? I can't really add to that. AD.
The only pro
Um,
I can think of is I'm still with somebody I slept with 21 years ago on the first date. That's the only thing I can think of. I can think of a million cons. You fuck around and get her pregnant, fuck around and lose your dick.
well, I could probably say from like the female perspective, sleeping on the first date kind of gets things out of the way, so you're not surprised by like a button penis later on down the road. But like, there's really no pro to it besides satisfying carnal urges in the moment.
See, Georgia P said no if I want to see again. That would be a pro, I guess. You could be like, all right, I slept with him just to see if I want to see him again. Sex is only a physical attraction, not emotional.
That's why I said carnal.
No. I think that's wrong, bro. I think when you have sex, it lets off so many different emotional attractions, bro. I think sex is what
especially
makes
if you
it
got
emotional.
that thing and it hangs and it slangs, you make the bitches come back for more. But the problem
definitely
is
has
that
to slang
when
because
you
it ain't the hang that does it.
when we live in a place where there are so many people in the world, there are so many people that are available at any given moment. I think it comes down to you have to form a emotional connection prior to make it last.
Yes. You definitely have to learn to see eye to eye, right?
Mhm.
And that's the part about it, dude. I think we need to break stereotypes like this because I myself don't believe that you should be called a hoe because you decide to sleep with a man on the first date. I don't.
I've had several encounters like that.
I just don't. And it is a stereotype.
It is.
And it's always been a stereotype ever since I can remember growing up, bro. If a girl slept with you on the first date, it was weird to me. It was really weird to me because if a girl slept with you on the first date, she was a hoe. But damn near every woman I've been with, I've slept with on the first date. So I was always thinking to myself, am I with the hoe? Am I with the hoe? Because they're all sleeping with me on the first date. What the fuck? And no, that ain't it. We just all like to come. And that's just what it is. Period, bro. We all like to get off. We all have natural internal desires. We all like to creep on the dark side of things sometimes. We all like to take chances. I think it's taboo, really. I do. I think it's taboo.
What? Sleeping
Because,
on the first date?
yeah, I think it's a stereotype and taboo, man. Cuddy's a freak. Tell me something I didn't know.
Damn. I feel like
What do you think the benefits are of waiting before you sleep on the first date? Let's say that.
here's
What do
the
you
thing.
think good damn it. AD, look at listen to the questions. What do you think the benefits of waiting? There's a lot.
It prepares you for marriage because once you have the emotional attachment, then you get to the sexual part, and it's not that satisfying. You have that to look forward to for the rest of your marriage.
What if you're there's been several marriages that's decapitated themselves because the sex was no good.
I feel like
What do you think?
I feel like
Build the
sex
real
is
connection, you think? Do you think there are women that let me say this. Do you think ladies out there do you feel that if you get emotionally attached with someone and you begin to like him and all that, and you get let down in bed, Are you going to keep seeing him?
Um,
How much money does he make?
Nah,
Not
man.
really.
We ain't talking money and none of this because that's a
Hey,
whole trick.
don't say
That's a
that.
whole
You can
different
you can
trick.
totally
I-
make up for a small penis with a big
Money
wallet.
is making up for anything we say. That's why they fuck on the first date. That's why they ain't fucking on the first date. We all know that. Money is the root of all of it. You would, Charmaine? Okay, so if the sex ain't all that, as long as he was good to you, you'd stay.
it
He's a good man. He might have a
People
small
can't
dick and
be
a small
taught.
wallet, but he's a
People
good
can't be
man.
taught rhythm, man.
what I can
Rhythm.
say is that I think there's alternatives. Not like cucking. That's not an alternative. I'm saying like I think if like let's say sex wasn't that great, I feel like maybe we can find some way to have intimacy in a different way, if that makes sense.
Hey,
Kim, you're reading my mind and I hate it. Okay,
I-
because that's exactly what I was thinking.
That's
what's
a
going
whole
on?
nother topic,
That's
y'all.
what I was thinking about to work around.
What's up, CD? What do you have to say, CD?
Well, I was just gonna just go. What was the last question you asked? And I'll answer. I'm sorry because I can't read the chat.
If
Was last?
sex is not satisfying, do you still stay with the person?
It depends. Because
After
it's
creating the emotional attachment.
yeah, it's emotional attachment. Just like I guess what he was just trying to explain. It's different for a woman because women are always going to be emotionally attached no matter what. We have a different chemistry. That's the way That's the way it is. I mean, that is the way we are programmed to think. You're a man is going to think like a man. A man is a provider, the protector. A woman is emotionally there as the nurturer. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it depends. And a woman can learn to love that person she's with if they're not satisfying sexually. That is a
Why
fact.
not just keep him as a friend and put him in the friend zone?
Because
Well,
the friend zone is never really a friend zone. It's more
Not with a
like,
man, there isn't.
please
yeah,
don't kill me type of
no,
zone.
and then
Men don't
just
have
flip
friend
it.
zones. Either
The-
if you throw me in a friend zone, I'll just stop talking to you.
yeah,
That's usually what
that's
happens.
that's the opposite. That's what I'm saying. That makes the difference between men and women. Men are going to look at women completely different. If you have a man that has several women that they're dating, they're not going to pick that special someone until that special someone picks them. Okay, and I say that because a man's always going to have a woman. Always. It's never going to be either if it's just a side piece or somebody they met.
Oh, did
Like
you hear that?
it's always going to be like that. Okay. Um, I didn't make it up the rules. That's just the way it is. Men and women are different. But the emotional attachment, as far as women, we're always going to be there. It's never going to be. If you don't satisfy that woman sexually, then you're going to find something in them, and you're going to make it work. Okay.
You
But I
just
want to flip
speaking
that.
for all women out there? Because I
I'm not
think a lot of women want to be pleased for sure.
well.
And when
That
I
too.
say sexually, I'm not meaning just the size of his dick, you guys.
Yes, it does. You know what they always say? It does not matter. And I'm just saying.
'Cause
I
you
just
can
say that.
please a woman with way many more ways than
Sometimes
the
a
dick.
bitch needs to be tied up. You know what I mean?
Sometimes a bitch just needs to be fucking eaten out and chased up the walls a few times.
Are
That's
you
just
just?
what it is.
So you
But
talking about sexually, or you just talking about like a
just
whole relationship?
sexually, period. Like, what if he's just not able to do that for you? What if he just can't get you to completion? Ever. He
Well,
just wears out.
That's what they make vibrators for, AD.
That's when you
That
just
that
hold
is
him
true.
down and
That
tell
is
him to
true
shut the
because
fuck up and ride his
Yeah,
face.
because that's gonna cure the
that's true.
hysteria. Because I
Well,
know
I
good
think
and damn well you ain't sleep three times
Ain't
in a
nothing
row,
wrong with
bitch.
a little bump and grind.
It's either you buy me a $40 vibrator or me and you gonna have to meet outside. Because
well,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. I could go into the psychological part of it and try to figure it out because, like I said, men and women are wired different. And like I said, the woman is always going to pick the emotional part, and it does not matter if that man is not sad. And I'm just saying this general. Like I'm not speaking for all women. This is just the way it's made up. A woman is always going to pick emotion over physical. That's the way it's always been. It's the way it's going to always be. We're the nurturer. We're going to provide support. I mean, we're going to start provide the nurturing for it, and the man is going to provide the protection, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're all adults here. I think we're all
But
Yeah.
adults. So, like, I'm
but
coming from like a 46-year-old man perspective. Sex to
Yeah.
me is not going to be the only thing you're going to be able to give me that I
There you
care
go.
about. I need for
So-
you to like be there for me emotionally. I need you to be my secretary. I need you to do everything for me, bro. Just like
So-
a mom.
So what you're saying is women
That
are
is
the
concerned.
emotional side.
I'm being dead
Males-
serious. Be just like my mama, bro.
Males
just
are
like
the,
my
the
woman.
financial and the security side, and Mr. Hitachi is the pleasure side.
I mean, I'm gonna take care of my lady no matter what.
Little
But I
little
need for you to be
Hamilton Beach
secure.
action. You know what I mean?
And then
Kind of.
able to be there for me when I'm at my low, because I'm never gonna be at my low until I'm at my low, and then that's when I need for you to pop out.
I'm gonna go
Period.
feed the cat and the dog.
And as long as a woman can do that, bro, then she's got me wrapped around her finger. Period.
Well, let me ask you this,
Especially
AD.
one that jumps when you ask her to jump, bro, and never ask a question, and then like it's just not something that you're expecting her to do that. You know what I mean? Not like on call, you better jump when I say, but it's just you notice that she's doing that. And that like, and I'm talking about somebody I've had for 21 fucking years. Let's be dead serious. When she says jump, I jump too. We ain't gonna play. You feel me? But like there's never any fucking bullshit. Like we're always on key. You feel me? Like it's always on key. No matter what.
So it's a mutual respect. Okay. I was
Mutual
about
as
to say.
fuck.
I
Like
was about to
mutual
say.
through like eyeballs. Like
And also,
pling. She can
you've
think
grown
for
with
me
her.
from miles away.
You've grown with her too, AD. You've
Yeah.
spent the last 20 years. You've grown with her. You had children with her, and that is something that you two have that bond, and that's something that nobody from the outside could ever touch. You'll never
yeah,
meet
that's
another
right.
person that's going to be that emotional attached to you because you have children.
Good point.
You have a family with that person. I don't
It
care
says
if you
you got to make me my mental be stimulated. That's a fact. You have to mentally
Exactly.
stimulate me.
And it's a huge difference between your age and somebody that's in their 20s because somebody in their 20s does not have that
Oh, I know.
emotional bond with
That's
that
all I
person.
wanted to do was screw. I
Exactly.
bet AP's just
Mm,
fucking and fucking and fucking right now.
mm.
In my 20s, dude. No, let me see. Hold on. When I was
What about
16,
my
let
20s?
me say this. When I found out what this thing could do inside of another thing, oh Lord, I went crazy, son. So, like my 16 to about 21 years old, yeah, I was running through them. But I was just a child then. I was just a child. But once I got grown up to be an adult, I never really was like a player. I always digged like having one chick that was good to me. I didn't really ever have to run and seek outside. I've never cheated, never been that person. I just think it takes too much work. Way too much work to cheat on your spouse, especially if you love them, dude.
That's too much fucking thought.
You would not want to rain down that much pain on somebody you love.
There's nothing in it. I told you. Nothing in it.
For real. Like getting caught and all that, dude. That would be painful as fuck to do to somebody. You don't love somebody if you're out cheating on them, bro. If you're in a relationship where y'all live together and you're out cheating and being promiscuous with other people, that's not love, bro. Because somebody's in love there, and you're gonna break somebody's little heart. And that's what causes people to kill people, suicide, all kinds of other pain. So don't play with people's hearts either. We're talking to the younger crowd there that might be watching. Because that's adult stuff. So we got guys sleeping on the first date. I think we all think that's what? Just a double standard.
I
Calling
agree with you. I would think
sleep on the
it is.
first date.
It's a double
Is that
standard
just
because a man's going to be a player and a woman's going to look at his
well, a
hoe.
man's
That's-
gonna do it regardless. So a man
Yeah.
can't be called a
Yeah.
hoe. Why can't a woman?
Well, you know what? I just feel like this, and I don't know if this is the way I my mind condition, just the way it's just psychological. What? But a woman, like I said, the emotional attachment is there, and they start sleeping around with this man and this man and that man. You're gonna look bad as a woman because men are gonna talk. But see, on the
So
flip
let's
side, a man gets all
let's
these women. Oh,
just
you
say,
a player.
but
You got that girl, huh?
but if she's if that's what she wants, then she's not a hoe in her own book.
Can I tell you a story?
So it's
It's
just
stuff.
what somebody else thinks. It's
Can I?
just
But
like it's just a derogatory thing
what
to
is that?
say about someone because you don't like their lifestyle.
No, can I?
But
No, I mean,
oh, go
like,
ahead, T.
I've seen this in practice. I've seen what CD talking about. Like, I can tell you a legit story. I got brothers, right? So my brother was talking to a girl, and he put in like the family group chat that he was gonna ghost her. Like he was like, I'm not feeling her. I'm just gonna not talk to her no more, right? And my dad was like all for it. He was like, yeah, don't talk to that bitch. Kind of like, yeah, like encouraging it. Like you can always go to another bitch, right?
Mm-hmm. We're
And
following.
it was
AD,
like it was
how you
like
gonna
very
say something like that when I'm away from the
yeah.
computer? How
Go
you gonna
ahead,
do that?
T.
I was outside and you fucking. Oh, I bet
That's way
AD
late, bro. But
fucking
let T finish.
right now.
Oh, but
You know I'm with
so
Sunshine, and you just fucking. I'm not slinging dick. I have 28 bodies, so I'm 25. I slang dick. I don't anymore.
Go ahead, T. I'm following you
but
still.
like yeah, like my father was pro that. But then when he found out who I was with, it's always I'm told that I need to be good to this person.
I don't care
I
because we don't want to listen to that because us daddies, we treat our daughters way different. No, 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 no,
am
no.
okay.
T,
But what
you're
I'm
talking
saying,
to a
hold
dad that
on,
has two
God
daughters.
damn, let me finish.
Okay,
I
go
know
ahead.
you're a dad with two. I know you have two girls. Let me finish the thought. Basically, what I'm saying is that CB's like the fact that there's a bias there is real. Like that is a
I
real
get it.
thing. Like they're kind, yeah, like that's a real thing. Like that's a real thing. And like if I'm ever, I guess, out with, I get, yeah, I get seen as a hoe. If I dress a certain way, I'm getting seen as a hoe. Anything I do, I'm seen as a hoe pretty much.
I don't. I like as a father though. I wouldn't see you as a hoe. I would. I would be like, what the
Child, I'm
fuck?
calm. I just don't like that. I just want
What
to
the
finish the
fuck?
thought. That's all.
Like when I see my daughter walking around, her boobies out and shit, which they're never really out, but I see too much of them. I call it out. But that's just what I'm just giving her shit. She's allowed to dress and be whoever she wants to be, really. But when it comes down to it, I just want my daughters to be happy, bro. I don't want them dealing with nobody hurting them. None of that. Like my son, I know he can take care of himself. He's good. The daughters, man, a dad has a different connection with a daughter.
Do you see the psychological thing that we're trying to bring up, that women are looked at different and we're handled different when it
Yeah,
comes
for
to,
sure, for sure.
you know what I'm
It's
saying,
an
especially for
agreement between two
fathers.
consenting adults
Yeah.
is on a whole different level. Yes,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
believe
And
I
then,
do, like I said, my beliefs are that you are not a hoe for sleeping on the first date. If a man cannot be called that, then why should a woman? That's a double standard.
I have a question though. This is just something just to put out there. Has there ever been a like you heard of whorehouses and what's it called, brothels or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
It's all been women. It's all been men seeking women because these women are promiscuous. They're in that lifestyle. So that's what I'm saying. It's just a psychological thing. Women are always going to be looked at as being a hoe if they sleep around.
Well,
A
the
man is
reason why you
always
don't see
a
many of
player.
those men brothels is because there's so many thirsty ass men out here, and women know they can go get it for free from a man. Why would they pay for it from a man? You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
And
I
the
see what
funny
you're
thing
saying.
is there wouldn't be these brothels because there would be these big, nasty, gross women coming into them that probably,
Tira.
yeah.
Tira.
I mean, that's just the way I feel. I think it's a big double standard we have in society. Like, if you sleep on the first date, let's get over that, bro. Let's get over that one.
And you know what else too? There's also body chemistry that's involved too. Because if
Oh,
a
for sure.
women start sleeping around, their pH balance is thrown off, and that's when you get. They said that the nasty woman disease, if they start smelling down there, that's a
Yep.
huge problem. And that's when that vaginomas. I'm not
That's
pronouncing it
too
right, but
many men coming
yeah,
in that
that's
thing.
the
Just call it
bottom.
BV.
Yeah, BD. It's not going to. It's sexual transmitted disease, but at the same time, if you're not taking care of and cleaning yourself, and you sleep with all these men, it's gonna happen. And it's just
Every
like,
time.
and that's where the
There's been
the
men
difference.
brothels here. Oh, okay.
Well, if you know what, if there's men in brothels, it's probably involving Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
safe
hate
word
to
to
put
say
nothing on somebody. Usually brothels
homosexual.
they're ran pretty fucking strict.
You know.
If they're ran by
Hey,
like Vegas and shit.
hey,
Hey,
Dylan.
City. Hey,
What's
guys.
up, chat?
Walked in just in time for the good one. What are we
Yeah,
talking about
man.
here?
I think it's a double standard. Men get called hoes all the time. Women can't sleep with no man but one. But men can walk around sleep with whoever the fuck they want. And
Men, women,
they get
whoever you want
touted
to
up
sleep
for it.
with.
Men will get dapped up for having 10 bodies going at one time.
Sleep with whoever you want to sleep with, man or woman or whatever it is. Do your thing. As long as you're doing good in
Let's
this world,
do this.
who cares?
Let's say this. Be safe. Because
Be
we
safe
got
about
workers
it.
of HIV watching.
Hey, don't be silly. Wrap your willy. Okay.
That,
Yeah, don't be silly. Wrap that willy. That's it.
use that
Don't be
motherfucker-
spreading diseases. We don't want no diseases.
throw that motherfucking woman condom on, bro. Both of y'all strap up.
That remind me of
You
when
don't do it on the
Brandy
first
said
date.
that she got dental dams and she didn't use it because she didn't know how to use it. And a part of me wanted to say there's tons of YouTube videos on how to use a dental dam.
Bro.
That's a female condom, but
I imagine what kind of beaver she had to pay to get her fucking dental
well,
dams.
a dental dam and a female condom. But the thing about it is, a female condom is not as effective. So if you had to, like, if it was like heterosexual sex, and you asked me, do I want to use one? I would say no, just because
I'm gonna use that
a normal condom is more effective.
rubber, baby. This is latex sex.
What?
I'm just kidding. Nothing.
Was that a Little Wayne lyric you just said? You better wear a latex so you don't get that late
A
text
traditional
that I'm late
condom is
text.
like 98% effective, and a female condom is 76. So if you had to ask me, do
I'm
I
not
want to use
playing
a
with
female
nothing
condom?
that's
The answer is
ineffective,
no
bro.
on effectiveness.
You don't know what people got these days, and they don't even know what they got these days that
Nope,
are not
not
tested
for 4
out.
months.
I keep condoms. I kept condoms in college.
Not
I keep
for
You know
4
condoms.
what?
months.
Until you find the right partner and then you don't have to wear a condom, it's better to be safe than be
Well,
sorry.
if
Why
I'm
you
gonna
think
be
I don't fuck around, man?
if I'm gonna be completely
Yeah.
transparent here,
I ain't got
I
no
do use condoms with my partner.
I mean, I don't like them, but I'm going to use them because I'd rather be safe than sorry.
No, like
You
technically,
know?
I'm in a committed relationship, and I still use like
I mean,
me and him are not
probably because you don't want
opposed
to get
to using
pregnant
condoms.
yet, you know, and that's understandable too.
Well,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
it's because I don't take birth control. But yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's mostly
understandable.
why.
We're talking about if you're
Yeah.
gonna be a hoe, man or woman, if I'm gonna be a hoe, I'm gonna strap up. And if they don't want to strap up, then you know what? I'm gonna be a hoe with somebody else that will. But I'm gonna
be
strap up
honest
because
with
I
you.
don't want to catch anything I don't
I'm
want.
gonna look you straight in the face.
I mean,
If I was a woman, I would be selling that pussy.
You
100%.
say that every single
you
time.
say that. You
I
say
don't
that.
mean
You say
walking the
that,
blade.
but you do not know what
I
selling that
don't
pussy
mean
really
walking
means.
the blade, honey, on Figaro. I don't mean walking the strip on Las Vegas. I
God
mean
damn it.
finding me somebody that it's not so attractive, that's got a whole lot of fucking money, and then I marry his motherfucking ass and
I
live
mean, I
ever
get
So
that.
you
You
want to be a
know,
sugar baby?
I
A
get that.
sugar baby.
That's still selling
But
your
who
pussy.
doesn't want that?
So he
It
just
gotta
want to
be
be a
somewhat
sugar
attractive. It
baby.
can't be ugly.
He
That'd
just
be
want to
hard.
be a
Selling your
sugar
body.
baby. AD, you
That's
know you
hard.
could be
You
a
gotta be
sugar
attracted to
baby
that
and
person.
not sell pussy at all.
Baby doll that's selling your coochie. You know what you're doing.
That's not really sad.
Kind of, yeah.
You
You
know what you're doing.
so
That's
no,
fucking
so
knowing
you
what you're
wouldn't have an
doing.
OnlyFans? Would you do porn?
No. Now,
What's the
Then
difference?
I didn't have children and I didn't plan on having children,
no, I'm talking
absolutely.
about if you was a woman, not if you was. Yeah, no,
Uh,
I'm talking about if you was a woman.
I'm not a woman. I don't know. I would
I,
scared my kids would be seeing it.
you just said if you was a woman, you would sell pussy. So I'm asking, if you was a woman,
If
would
I
you do
didn't have
porn?
children and I was in the top 1%
No
of
kids, you're just a
OnlyFans,
woman.
absolutely.
No, no kids. Just AD woke up as a lady. No, no kids, no nothing.
Yes.
Okay.
What's chatterbait?
Chatterbait's cam
Yeah,
the
that's a
live
cam thing.
models.
Um,
Let's talk about standards because
what
that
is
he brought up a good.
Yeah, as long as I didn't have any children that could see it, then
What?
yes. And I don't know if I would advertise myself in places where my personal people could see it. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Always
ways
keep
of being
it
an
3-4 states
OnlyFans
down the road.
Can,
Three,
can I
four
say?
states down the road.
Can I say?
in the top 0.2% that are making $35 million a fucking month, man. I mean, it's outrageous.
So I was
What
trying
do
to
you mean, Andrew?
I was trying to
They
find
think
this
it's
Daniel Tosh comedy bit that he had, and he was like, I was laying in bed with this woman, and she asked me what using a condom felt like, and I said it felt like picking up wet dog shit with a paper bag. But I can't find it. I don't know where the fuck it's at. It's fucking pissing me off. Everything,
What?
even using
quotes, I can't fucking find it.
studies have shown that.
What did Kevin just
condoms
say? Hold on.
hold-
Kevin just said is what I don't get is how women let dudes nut in them now. Buddy, they've been doing that for centuries. This is how we're all here, bub.
That's how they get pregnant and shit. They like
Hold
that
on.
shit.
So, okay.
This is
Okay,
how we're all here, Kevin.
AD, I can speak on this, right? Because my ex-girlfriend had a breeding fetish.
What?
Where like every single time we had sex, she's always like, "Oh yeah, come at me." Like that
A lot
was
of
her
women do that
preferred
because they
thing,
can't have
right?
kids. They know they're not going to have a kid out of it.
Yeah, she has an implant, but
Yeah. So why not? She'd rather have it
Right?
coming out of there than all over her body, probably.
Right. Probably not all over her face either.
You can
hey,
wipe
she
that up.
wasn't a quitter, bro. Let me just say that.
I'm just saying, man.
Hey, can we back up like a few? I wanted to talk about how important it is as a woman to have standards, and just as far as like me personally, I'm not gonna do everything. First of all, I'm in a relationship. I've been in a relationship for a long time, but if I was not in a relationship, I wouldn't put myself out there. Number one, because I have 4 daughters, and I'm trying to set an example for them. So
Yeah.
that's really high on the scale for me. That I'm not gonna show them anything that I don't want them to do. And as far as me being a woman and a mother, that's a huge difference. I'm like,
Me
Tia, that's,
and
you know what I'm saying?
me and my
You
woman
know,
just broke for 5.5 years, and my children did not meet one woman that I dated. Not one of them.
You know what? I've been single and I enjoy it right now.
I'm not
But
letting them.
I mean, do I love sex? Yes, absolutely, I love sex. But I get sex anytime I want. Yeah, you know, but I don't choose it that way because,
Women are lucky.
huh?
Women are lucky because
Why do you say that?
and there's dudes out here that are so thirsty, it makes us real men look bad. It does. It truly, truly does. Because these thirsty fuck boys, that's what they end up being, fuck boys.
Yeah, I still have old fashioned in me.
Online on fucking
And that's
dating
not the way.
sites,
I'm old
you get with
fashioned.
them, they ain't doing
Fuck
nothing with
dating sites.
themselves. They don't
Um,
plan to take care of their responsibilities. Get you with someone that you can build a foundation with, like Miss CD just said. Get a
Yep.
foundation, build a family.
Yep.
We need to get back to that.
Yep.
Get the fuck away from these getting with people for likes and views.
Yep.
You don't get these people are some of these people are getting together because the internet wants them to. Like
Cole
King
and
Cole
Jessica.
and now they got together because the internet put them together.
And look how miserable they are.
Then trolled him out and trolled him into craziness the first day they got together. Yeah, I
Yep.
know some women are a trip. I ran into some crazy
Well,
women.
Cobra did not Cobra. Jessica did have
Good night, the
some
judge.
interest in Cobra before the trolls, but when she
I
started
know, but
like
they
putting
really
that,
put them together
yeah, they kind of pushed it.
for sure. They bought all the tickets. I mean, just I think our new generation is kind of screwed when it comes to all this dating and all that. It's
Oh,
not looking
dating is
good,
dog
bro.
shit.
That's where it comes from. The
Dating is
foundation of
horrible.
us as
Before I met the dude I was with, dating, fuck that, fuck it. You can.
I'm
I was
not
about to
getting.
be single forever. I was gonna be content with that one.
I'm
I
not
was gonna
getting
live
back
my
to
life
the
like it
dating
was the
pool.
Golden Girls.
If I was to meet someone, I'd have to meet them naturally. It would not be in no dating pool. I'll tell you that. It would have to be a met through certain people or met through someone or meet this person here, meet that person there. It wouldn't have been no, hey, I'm dating. Are you dating? Nah, 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 nah. Did that go around? Nothing came from it.
What you know what is a huge difference too, AD, when we was like, you know what I'm saying, like our age range and stuff like that. Back in our 20s, you know, you could go to a club, meet somebody, and that was it. Nowadays, the dating scene is completely different. You're
Motherfucker
online talking to
wanna
somebody, you know what I'm saying?
message you for fucking 35 days.
And
Fucking call you, FaceTime you 16,000 times, call you babe before you even meet them. That shit is fucking weird.
they be
Fucking
catfishing
weird,
people,
bro.
all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so glad I ain't never had to go through that
Then
shit.
you gotta
Thank
be
God.
extra. Then, not gonna lie, there's a whole bunch of fuck. Because I've been on those dating apps, especially
Mm-hmm.
considering my age.
They're no
Then
good.
you gotta screen them people because most of the time they be fucking dangerous. They be
Yep.
really on some weirdo shit. Like
They be wanting to know where you're going, how you're doing, what you're doing, what time you going, what
immediately,
time
you
you
want
get
to know
off
where
work,
I
why you
live
even call
at.
me, why you text me. It's only the fifth
Yes,
time we talk.
immediately you want to know where I
Just some
live
weird
at
shit.
and shit like
There's
that.
shit like
No.
this too. They talk about all these dick pits that women that get dudes throw around. Women are throwing them too, bro.
Oh my god, the
I've seen so many
unsolicited
titty
dick
shots on them dating
are
sites. It's like,
insane.
woman, I didn't ask you to see your tits. Now I'm totally like, you show me your tits without me asking or without me even concerned, then I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
If you show me a
Hey,
dick pic, I'm gonna freaking just like, nope, I'm done.
It's a
Thank you.
turn off to me, bro.
It is.
I mean, that's a
like
nice set of fucking tits.
there are subtle ways to go about it, but you don't
Yes,
just outright do
bro.
it.
Yes.
Trust me, that has happened many a time. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like
Not
you know,
denied.
a lady sends you a picture. She's like, "How do you like my dress?" And the dress just so happens to make her tits more, visible.
Yeah,
Something
I'm
like
That's
that.
different.
But like, just like straight up, like, here's the North Pole, bitch.
no
Like
shit.
that type of shit. We don't like that. That's gay.
That's
That
tasteless.
is that is
Yeah.
Willie behavior. That is Darnell behavior.
Yeah.
Stalker behavior, bro.
AD,
That's
Stalker.
Yeah.
weirdo behavior.
are
Let me
you
look this up
Mm,
real quick.
are you gonna have other questions? Like I have a question that I kind of just
Shout it
curious.
out,
This
man.
one
We're up here.
cat. Has anybody been catfish before? And when they found out it was a catfish, what happened and what did you do about it? Like I
Oh,
I've never been catfished
oh, that has
to a
happened to
point.
me.
I've never been catfished to a point where I met them. I've always
I
called
have.
it right off the first message.
yeah, same.
Now, when
I've never been catfished
when
to
Sure.
where I met them.
when
I
we say
was.
catfish, are we saying like a totally different person, or are we just saying they're a little bit thicker than they were in their profile picture?
kind of both. Like like
Yeah, just lied to you completely.
yeah,
I
I could
did.
be
It just totally lets you down because it ain't the person that they presented. Let's put it
Oh,
that way.
let me tell you
stuff.
what. You think about dating, CD. Y'all talk about dating, the dating app. I went and I talked to this dude on this dating app for 2 weeks, and finally we're like, okay, we're gonna meet. And nothing about him said everything that I saw within that hour that I met him.
Right.
So when the whole time, he's got a great job, good career, does all this stuff outdoors and just everything, just like wow moment. Okay, all right. So I go to his driveway, and when I get to his driveway, he falls off the balcony, waving at me. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
So he drops on the balcony. I'm like, what the? I stayed in my truck the whole time. So then he comes up and he has, I shit you not, like 4 or 5 fireballs in his hand, a can of beer, and he is drunker than a Cooter Brown. So I'm like, oh hell no. And he's like, I want to cook for you and shit. I'm like, fuck. I just drove an hour. I'm fucking hungry. He better fucking be a good drunk cook. So and I look at him and like his picture did not look nothing like what he looked like in person. Because when he smiled, his teeth were so like off black
Yeah.
and what's the fuck? I was like, what the
You
fuck?
know,
So I'm playing nice. No, the whole time I'm playing nice. Look, you could not cook for shit. So I cooked the food, right? I took a plate, covered it up, and I told him within that hour I left, I was like, I'm going to go home. So as I'm driving home, he calls me up and he's like, you stole my phone. I'm like, how did I steal your phone? He's like, I can't find my phone. I'm like, aren't you talking on it right now? He's like, oh yeah.
Like
He's
that.
like, I'm like, what the fuck? I was like,
Great
never
video,
again.
dude.
Delete, delete, and
Question.
blog.
what
Wait,
Fuck
oh
out
my
I
of here.
God.
think, Lucky, I think in that situation, you could hope that drunk cooking leads to a Mrs. Doubtfire situation where he lights himself on fire.
Oh
That's your
my
best bet.
god.
I
He
have
was
a
look the whole
question.
time he was pounding the fucking fireball like it was water.
I got
Oh
a
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
question.
Imagine Jack Frost fucking emailing you and texting you and fucking shit. That's funnier. If
Ugh.
I'm not meeting you within a few days or let's talking, like, we're not hitting
Because
it
we
off.
need to go out, honey, to get to know each other. Because
Yes. What's wrong with that? What's wrong getting to
I
know
have
each other?
okay.
What do
I
you
don't.
think?
I
What do you
don't.
think? What do you think? What do you think that a woman's perspective is of a man that when she goes out on that first date? What is a woman
open
expectation?
the fucking door for me. You better pay the fucking tab. I'm getting lobster, and you better fucking
No,
accept
no, no,
that. I'm
no.
not giving you any
Crazy.
pussy
No,
You
tonight,
have
but you
no
absolutely
better.
not.
business.
What I want in the dates is us to I like the old school. I will never change that way. If you want to open the door for me, that's very gentlemanlike. Thank you. We're gonna be at the end of the day, the whole build up of the relationship is to be 50-50. But to get to know each other. If you want to split the fucking tab with me, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? It'll happen naturally on its own. The chivalry, the staying at home and getting the movies. Remember that one Hollywood video and you're able to pick a movie off the shelf, which one's gonna be good.
Well,
That's my date. The
let
club
me.
thing, the bar thing.
I gotta tell you, Lucky. I've never split a check before. I've always paid for everything.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I know.
That's good.
Still
I
to
mean,
this
that's good.
day, I
That's
don't
pretty long.
split the check.
I mean, that's
I
good. That's great.
I'm asking what
for,
I'm sure you don't expect a man to pay half your bill. You expect him to pay it all. I'm sure you do.
No, I don't
Especially
expect to do anything he doesn't want to do.
Uh,
He wants to. He
okay,
wants
no.
to type
man
that.
says,
Can
"Oh, I want to
80,
take you out on a date."
this
Can
this
I?
is this is usually how I work it, right? I work it as who suggested the date.
Yes,
This
That is
time
the
out.
person that pays the
the
tab.
date is suggested by her. I'm paying half.
Natural. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen natural.
Okay.
I don't
If
expect
the date
anybody
is
to do it
suggested
for
by
me.
me, I'm paying it all.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's how I view dating. I guess as a younger person. First thing first. I usually if I'm suggesting a date or suggesting anything in general, I kind of don't. I kind of go a little cheap. I don't like go all out. For example, I used to go to this pho spot where they used to have the biggest bowls of pho for like $12. So a part
Okay,
of me is
okay.
like the bill gonna be
Has,
about
has any of
$23.
you guys ever went out and bought the first date and then
Yes, I
checked to
have.
see if that person had the money to
I
see if they
have.
were going to split it?
It
I
wasn't it
experience that
wasn't
one.
really about the money. To me, it was because he just kept talking about how much money he has. And everything just had to be a flex, right? So I was like, "Oh, you look nice." He was like, "Oh yeah, this is Versace and I'm wearing Dior
I got
tonight
this
and stuff
Gucci
like
belt
that."
on. I'm rocking my
Yeah.
my Yeezys.
I think it would be funny to make like just to see if she's got it. You want to go
Whatever,
out and date,
he
baby?
charged
Order this shit
$50
up
a
and be
cut.
like, "You got your half."
Not gonna lie,
So
I
then
I prepay everywhere I go.
so
You
then we went
prepay?
on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you prepay at a dinner.
Certain restaurants you can prepay beforehand, like a certain
Okay.
amount of money.
Then we went on a date and the check comes and he looking at the check and I'm looking at the check and I was like, I'll just pay. And he was like, yes,
Sorry,
please.
Gia.
And I was like, what? All right. Not Mr. I got money. I know good and damn well. So that's the only reason why I paid, because I'm guessing I would have probably been stuck with the bill anyway. So
Pay, don't pay, I don't expect it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It'll come naturally. Nowadays, you
um,
kind of have to work together, kind of deal, especially the world we live in. Um,
I did
I
something
Yeah,
twofold though.
Kevin gets it. Kevin gets it.
With the current date, with the care, with the current guy I'm with, I actually did something unconventional. I cooked for him on our first date. The first date, he actually came to my house. He came to
Hey
my
man,
apartment.
okay. So, do you guys think that when two people sleep on together on the first date, doesn't that take like a certain level of confidence
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
in each other
yeah,
to like open up
I don't
that
know.
much to
yeah. It's
where,
kind of presumptuous, a little. Yeah.
yeah, it just takes a certain level of confidence for sure.
Hey, I got something to add to that question though, AD. What if it's a first date, but you guys are friends and you've been friends for like a long time, and that chemistry's been there, but it's your first date? How about that?
I'll do it. Shit.
Yeah,
In a
yeah,
heartbeat.
because if you're my
In a
friend, I'm
heart-
probably gonna be intrigued to sleep with you anyway.
in a heartbeat.
Do what?
Yeah, I think being my
Known so for 2 years and we've got good chemistry. If I were to see him today,
Because
come to
when
the
you're
door,
when
yeah,
you're
back out of
when
him.
you're friends first, it's like you've already seen the
I've
personality.
never
Now you want
had
to
a
see the
friend.
physical.
I've never had a girlfriend that I've never slept with. I've always had a girlfriend that I slept with where we turned into friends.
Yeah, I'm tired of scrubs too.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't want
Uh,
no
I don't
scrubs.
know. Some
so,
nurses are hot.
Gia,
Gia,
if you want to hear something funny,
you gotta
you're
raise
talking
that
about
step,
dating
baby.
scrubs.
So friends.
Literally,
You
the
got it.
guy I used to date before I met the current one, I found out he was like a cokehead, like like a year after dating this guy. Like I was dating this man for a year. Found out he had a whole wife and he a raging cokehead.
That happened to me when I was younger. I was like, what the fuck is
All
this?
good, Jermaine. Don't even trip. This is what we gonna keep doing. Things just like this. Just gonna be for this channel. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's gonna be every night because some nights we gonna be on our drama bullshit. But that's gonna be the other channel. This
You know
channel
what?
is strictly adults, homie. Only adults. Adult
Right.
conversations, adult topics, real people conversations. If you can't handle it, bye bye bye.
Can I say
Exactly.
something? You know,
Bye 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 bye.
Go ahead,
hey,
Bucky. I'm
Bye
Gina,
listening.
bye.
30 years old, Gina. Let me tell you something. You're still young and stuff. Listen, I even now have uh red flags. If I see a red flag, I'm gonna stop it where it's at. It's just my personal life. I don't want to go through it. I'm not here to fix anybody. I'm only here to fix myself. If we're together, you know, and things happen, we're together. But that's why I'm
New
waiting, and I'm okay for waiting until the right person comes in my life, and I'm okay with that.
that is a great segue. New question: have you ever seen a red flag from someone that made you stop fucking with them?
Yes.
Uh, yes,
Yeah,
Instantly,
coke use.
yes.
Like what
yes,
Kevin said. He said he
yes.
kept yelling, woo, and kept disappearing on me.
No, I didn't notice. It's not that I didn't notice. It's more like I didn't see him to notice those flags.
Okay.
Like all of us, because he lived in a different city than me, so I understood not seeing him all the time. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have been a
I
serial
didn't.
killer instead of a cokehead, for all you know.
He really could have, and I would have murdered his big ass. But
Okay.
But you also, instead of
yeah,
going to dating apps, you got to put yourself out there. You got to go do curricular activities that are going to be around other
and I
people.
also met that
Join
man
groups
online,
that's
so
going to be
that's
Dude,
what
fun
I
with
did.
your
how much
mind, and your
does,
soul, your spirit.
let's ask this. How much of a role does alcohol play on sex on the first date?
A lot, because you're not your personal self. You're outside of your own who you really are. You know what I mean? You're intoxicated. And
Um,
you know why? I've been in a
He
relationship like that where it was all about just drinking, having
what?
sex, and when it
um,
was sober, it wasn't that fun.
alcohol is kind of like a handicap,
Yes, yes.
If
right?
you're just
And
Um,
if
you
you're
It's
can
only
healthy
I didn't.
moderation,
you
but
can
not a. Mm-mm,
wait you
not
can you can look at it as two different ways. Handicap being a bad thing, handicap being a good thing. Like, you know
Yeah.
how if you have a handicap in bowling, you get a higher score, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but
So,
if you're
a
only
handy-
fucking when you're drinking, then why are you even together?
I feel like when you first meet a person, you can't give anyone like the whole sex on the first date is kind of thrown out the window because if I don't know you and you drinking, you can't give me consent to have sex with you.
If you know that person for 2 years and you have, I mean, but
Yeah,
if you
if you've
do
been with
Hey,
it's a
hey,
one night
if you
stand,
know
it's a
the
one
that's
night
person for a
stand.
T,
while,
that's a good point, T, because you don't want to be a Willie Richardson and fucking rape a woman.
Catch a case.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
exactly. Exactly.
yeah, you
See,
can't
no,
if
I've
you're
already spoken
drinking
to
and I
consenting
don't know
adults.
you like that, you can't give me consent to have sex with you. So off rip, if I see a guy drinking heavy and it's our first drink, our first date, I'm definitely not having sex with you at the end of the night.
I mean, if
Hey,
you're both consenting adults and you're drinking, that's one thing. If you want to have that
If
sex
you
the first
have
time,
a drink, that is fine.
but
But if
in
you're getting
moderation,
fucked up, then
right?
that's an issue.
Oh, then you got to put him to bed and fucking wait for the next day.
Yeah,
Or
you're definitely not having sex.
yeah, I mean, I get that
Yeah.
part. Like, good night. I
Yeah.
see you in the morning time. I'm gonna have morning sex.
Also, too,
Yeah, I need once I'm in my 30s, you need a woman that can provide something more than sex.
Yep.
well,
Or
to
you're
get on
just
the alcohol
keeping your
thing,
woman around for sex.
you're going to probably, and you have to be careful when you do the alcohol thing because then you might run into a situation where you might get accused of something that you didn't participate in, and you were both consenting adults. So that you have to be careful of that alcohol thing. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about like,
I'm not.
you
I'm
know,
just saying what
on a first
role
date.
it plays into how much we have sex on the first date. Just because we go out and
Yeah.
have a bar, go out and have drinks on the first date, it loosens us up. It fucking,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
all
lowers your inhibitions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Builds
see
a
that.
rain on your skin.
Breaks that.
You know.
Breaks that ice.
A
Yeah.
red flag is a person that can only be social or fun when they're drunk.
What's
Yep.
TMX, Primo?
Yep.
Yep.
Something.
TMX heard that. Oh,
Sweet, beautiful woman. Oh, yeah, man. What I love is a hoe in the sheets and a motherfucking classy bitch in the streets, man. Straight up.
Hey,
That's the sexiest thing ever.
I'm a freak in the bed, but I'm great
You gotta
streets.
be, you gotta be,
I'm not gonna explain what I do in
you
the
gotta be
bedroom.
somebody of stature
Go to
around my
my
people.
loving bed and then you'll figure that out.
For real, for real.
Thanks.
You gotta be somebody of stature, man. Like, I'm not just gonna be with somebody that ain't what the fuck. Like, who would want a brandy?
Jenny, I want to cuddle and talk.
Who would want
I
a
love
Tierra?
Who
cuddling
the
Be
and
fuck
honest.
would want a brandy right now?
Hell no.
Like, Tierra is literally like rotting flesh.
I'm just asking, who would want to take on a brandy? Sure,
No,
she
thank
makes money, but what comes with it?
No, 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 no.
You gotta sleep with her.
I'll stay with men.
You have to pretend to eat her food.
Ugh. No. You see how big that was getting?
All day.
I mean,
And you gotta be okay with being unsolicitedly touched all the time
and you
because
gotta
she
smell
wants
that. And you gotta smell that.
constant attention.
What the fuck? I don't want to smell that. I don't want to go near that.
And
Ugh.
she has to always see what you're doing on your phone because she's paranoid.
God, no. God, no. And her titties. You gotta look at them titties. Hell the fuck no.
Guess what else she gonna have to do? Pay me $300 fucking on the 11th.
You better fucking keep your word, Brandy, and pay him his money.
Yep. You better say
She's
$300
not. I
I know
already
she's not.
smelled.
of that
She's
bitch.
not gonna pay us $300.
She
She
better.
She ain't gonna do it.
$300
She ain't gonna
to
do it.
give you.
Bullshit if she don't, dude. I would pay my fucking debt if I bet somebody on here.
She
Did
won't
you-
do that.
She's not gonna do that. She's not an upstanding person. You know what?
No,
We're not
she
even
better,
talking about
bro.
her right now. Never
I'm
mind.
holding to it.
Let her not derail me.
I'm
AD,
holding her to it. Every
AD,
day she comes on here, I'm flashing that.
even if you went, it wouldn't be a bet in the
You know,
first
even
place
if I
because
went,
that's
"Keep
just
going,
your
baby."
money that you're getting
See the
back
text
from her.
messages from we my ride today. She's like, "Yep, we're going sightseeing, road trips." What she said. Oh, it's gonna happen, bro. It's time.
yes,
Oh,
I love a man that wears cologne is
I'm
number
gonna
one
bring
in my
it up
book.
once a day until the time comes. I go, and
And
that's
that
all.
cologne.
I'm not even gonna talk about it every
Oh,
day.
I do
Hey,
love a
AD.
man that
Matter
is
is over with.
cologne.
AD,
No, no,
I
you're,
no.
love a man that
all
smells good.
you're doing with the $300 thing is you're getting your money back, what you would get on your tax refund, basically.
My gas.
But she's not going to pay it because she's not a woman of word.
Along the way.
Not even a woman of a word. And she's on Willie's fucking chat talking about calling somebody a bitch and shit. Like, you got a lot of damn
Lucky, that's what I'm saying. Like, she would never.
I said I'd pull up, and I'm going to this time. Watch.
If she would actually honor that and say $300 if AD showed up, right? It wouldn't be coming from her, Brandy, the person. It would be coming from
taxpayers.
The taxpayers, exactly.
Yeah.
He riding off the miles. I'm turning the odometer back. God damn it.
But she's not going to pay it, so we all know that because she talks a lot of shit. So let's see what happens when you do this. And where's she going to be at? She going to be stuck in a cave while Willie asking Willie questions like, "What happened, Willie? Why did you beat your ass, Willie? What's going on, Willie? You going to protect me, Willie? They're going to come after me too."
Can give is that he's a bitch if he don't show. I'm giving him every fucking ounce of day in advance. The only thing that he can say is he is a bitch, bro.
I just know he's gonna call the cops.
AD, do me this favor, right?
Care.
Brother to brother here. Do me this favor. If he actually shows up and you get his ass on the fucking ground, can you look him right in the face and say, "Who's the king?"
Oh my god.
Do that as a favor.
I can't make sure you get that camera close so we can hear and see.
Marty did that to Cyrex, and that has been the best moment in Localdum that has ever happened.
I've seen it.
And
that is the best moment in Localdum.
Great. I was watching it live when it happened. It was fucking amazing.
I'm gonna pull up and sit and eat dinner in his town, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Lie, that nigga spawned out of nowhere.
Lunch for an hour. The dude's gonna have 4.5 hours of me coming there. He will definitely have time for me to be there.
Has he gone live since yesterday?
Yeah.
Crybaby stories, bro.
Marty. Well,
has he gone live since yesterday?
He got beat up by Marty.
Whole way there.
Damn, Will, you better be watching.
He will.
And don't be calling the cops. That's a pussy move. You say you want to whoop his ass, you better fucking get out that door and fucking say what you gonna say, Willie. Don't be trying to clown nobody talking about going to jail.
In this case, Lucky, he wouldn't have to go down and talk to an officer. He'd have the officers already there.
Damn.
All right, we're gonna get off that because that time's gonna come. Hold on. Lucky Strikes Georgia Peach said, bit of advice to anyone before getting married: be sick for a week and see how it is handled daily. Checking on you, offering to take you to the doctor, buy your medicine for you, help you with the needs around home. Oh, it's definitely good to check to see if the person that loves you is actually showing the love that you want to be shown. That's 100%. A fucking fact, bro. By reaching out and doing the things that are expected of them, you know, just the normal things that you think your lover should be doing for you. If they're not doing them, trust me, they don't love you, dude.
Facts.
They don't love you.
Plot to that one.
You were calling out that Tiara should have been doing for Brandy and all that. That's because she didn't love her.
That's right.
And we just called it out. But we're somehow bad for it. Quit putting your whole life online.
Yep.
Especially if it's that fucking bad. Like I said, bro, if you're going to IRL stream, you better make sure your life's pretty good. If not, people are going to see it and go, hey, look what that is. Look what that is. Look what she was putting online. Fights and fucking arguments with her woman and shit.
You know, AD.
On them. You don't
AD.
do that in your relationship. Let's talk about that in relationships. If you're going to have a relationship online, do you show every aspect of it, even fighting?
That woman that I was talking about a while back, where I bought her whole new bed set and all that shit, right? She had to get her tonsils taken out. I took her to the doctor. I stayed with her for a fucking week. We had only been dating for 6 months. I stayed with her. I got her ice cream. I got her fucking food. I DoorDash shit. I fucking went out and got her prescription.
You fucking loved her, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, she's true, though. Find out when somebody loves you when you need something.
It's very true.
When you are the person that expecting something. Like, hold on. Like, wait a minute.
Hey, AD, can you
give me up?
I'm gonna drop a link in the back check. Can you post it in the chat for Kevin?
Yeah, I got you.
Very, very true.
All right, y'all. What we been going? An hour and 12 minutes? Good. I want to keep these at like an hour, hour and a half, maybe sometimes 2 hours, you know, night segments and shit. Plus, I got to be at work in the morning. So I got to be up early as fucking shit.
Mm-hmm. First day back for me. First day back after 8 days off.
Till we go see Willie. One
Yay.
more day to go see Willie. One more day off the calendar. Check. That'll make it 9. Or wait a minute.
I'm not gonna lie, 11 days is kind of quick to go see somebody. That's
Well, no,
fast as
it'd
shit.
be how many more days? It'd be like 12 days left.
Yeah.
I'm giving him enough time to where he can't bitch out, T. That's why I gave him this much time. Plus, it's both days we have off. Time.
Willie got a job?
No. Me and the people going.
Oh, I was about to say, Willie ain't got no job. Willie, that nigga had a job.
I mean, he likes to say that he goes to jail and stuff like that. So I don't want to hear no jail stories. I don't want to hear none of that. There's
Willie, you better not go to jail to get out of it. That's some pussy shit too. To go to jail to get out of it.
I hope not either.
Actually got. Let's see. What's today?
Sunday. 28.
So he's actually got a little bit over 2 weeks. A little under 2 weeks. 12 days. 12 days. Tomorrow. I'm just going to tell you every day. That way we know when the days count down. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Gia, there's husbands out there, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone deserves someone to love. Everyone.
Damn right.
Everyone. Even Brandy.
Mm-hmm.
Brandy, you can't go into relationships lying about your mental health. You gotta let people know you're crazy.
I will say,
you're a disabled vet.
AD, if we're popping off here, I would say, Brandy, next time just swallow. Don't let him pop off inside you because you gave away your last 3 fucking kids. You can't give away another one.
Damn sure don't let no other willies fly out of you.
God no.
Ladies, thank you for coming up here. And AP, thank you for being the man on the panel with me tonight. Hopefully tomorrow night, when we do this again, we'll be having some more men on the panel. Men, you're gonna have to come up here and join me because these ladies are gonna kick my ass up here.
Mm-hmm.
No, just slightly bruising.
I love y'all, man.
Love you too.
Y'all evening, sleep great.
Give it a spanking.
Give it a good old fucking nasty whacking.
Grab the switch from the willy tree and
rub it out.
I love y'all.
Love you, Lucky. Love you, CD.
Bailing him out.
Love you, AP.
Love you.
Everybody in the Brady Bunch chat, have a good night. Colt, AD, Flying Monkeys. I love you guys. Everybody have a good night.
I gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit. You think I'm playing? Trouble hop out busting at it, brother. Miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes you vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bus, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. But the hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that mess shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out, yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock, let's catch